Hi, welcome to the third chapter of my general guide of European War 6 in 1914. Today we do the purple. As usual, I don't spend time discussing infantry because I think it's a waste of time. The only two infantry I recommend is Nicholas I because it's free. Okay, it's a purple, decent. He has only a 46 infantry ability, but you can boost it with the items. And notably instead he has a 70 ability of general, and he can go up to emperor, so that means the ability of the general can go above 100. As a reminder, the highest title will affect the abilities of general and the level of defense, while the rank is the HP. He's already a colonel, so he's already 55% extra HP. Plus he has assault, which is a useful skill, and tunnel in theory. Plain fighting can be useful, and alert not very useful. But also remember, you can change the skills using the knowledge. So those icons which have a book on top, you can when you have enough, you can change the skill. The second infantry general I recommend is just Ulysses Grant for the same reason. It costs 0. Is a purple, as well as only 38 infantry abilities and the same 70 abilities of general. Prince, which is quite good, and he is already a colonel. So the good skill, a formation master, counter-attack to some extent, so a couple of things. Again, in some missions you have an advanced infantry unit, and you don't have enough general for cavalry or artillery, so then that's where the infantry are useful. If you watch my various missions, you would see that often I use either Grant or Nicholas I, but that's it. Don't waste in the others. Some generals you may buy because of history mode, if you want, like a Carol I. It's available in an history mode. And Espere is available in a couple of history mode, so that's the only advantage. Let's go into cavalry. This is where you should spend most of your money. It's the most important unit in the game, and the same is in War Conqueror. It's just called tanks, but it's the same. The reason is the most important is the multiple shots and mobility. They are very fast, so these are really priceless. So I start from the bottom. We start with the Brusilov. So roughly, if for blue levels, we said anything above 50 is good. So 55 cavalry for purple, it's on the bit on the low side. It goes up to Prince, which is a good title. So that means he will improve his ability as general. He's only captain, so it means you need to spend a lot. And also, he looks like Putin with mustache. I would never get a general that looks like Putin. Otherwise, you have additional damage with the precision strike, which is a good skill. And let's say edge when you attack infantry, extra strike. Okay, not great. Yeah, you have also you don't have any item slot available because you're still captain. 470 coins. So for slightly more, we have Sherman, again a 50 cavalry and a 56 ability of general, only Duke, but he's colonel, so you start with higher HP and with one item slot available. And what is useful is a precision strike, of course, but also station when you fight inside the city, and counter-attack, so when they attack you, you fight back with extra. And then Tactic Master, it's the chance of a second attack. That's useful because now it's only 12. If you upgrade the skill and you put a medal, you can go to level 6, and there will be like a 60% chance. So that's worth to consider. Then Gaug 50-50, Prince, Title, and Colonel. So this is a better setup. And again, he has the precision strike, and yeah, that's the only one. The other sailor is clearly useless. Counterattack has some advantages, and it costs 520. Then Mackensen, 55 cavalry. Prince and Colonel, again, Prince and Colonel are decent title and rank for a purple, so it's good. But when you look at the skills, not that useful. Precision strike, again, is the only one. The others are pretty much, yeah, we have counter attack as well, which is somehow useful, not the most important skill. Then, this is the guy I have. And you may say, why do you have this guy? He's only 35 cavalry. True. But his abilities of general are higher, and it goes up to emperor, so that means I will get 100 plus abilities of general. And if I have, normally I have a couple of cavalry items here that boost, give me another 40, roughly I get 100 plus ability of general and 75, 80 cavalry. It's quite good. And also he has a precision strike and cavalry commander, which is critical. And also, okay, edge not the most important, but useful, and plane fighting is also okay. So the skills are quite good. He's emperor level and he's already a colonel. So for me, he's the best buy in the group. Then Moltke the younger, he has a 15 and 65. He can, so his same abilities as McKellen, but he can only go up to prince. Also is a colonel, also he has a cavalry, is a rising master, which is okay, but the other skills are not that great. So again, the precision strike and cavalry commander to me are the two most important cavalry skills, and the one with the extra attack, that's the name I forgot. We call it, what is this? Tactic master, yes, that's the one. These are the most useful ones. Then Ruprecht, he's already prince, that's a plus, he has a 50 cavalry, but he can only go up to king, so it's not a lot. And he's already general as well, so that means his HP is a 60% extra. His cavalry is skills, you have the city station again, and the precision strike. Not very useful skill, but it's an okay general just because it's a high title and rank, I would say. But let's see. And Sidney Johnston, he has a 55 cavalry with the 73 abilities of general. It can increase to king, so that gives again a triple digit abilities of general and colonel. And riding master, not very useful, precision strike and counter attack he has. And the tactic master. So that makes him also a good candidate. He's a bit more expensive than McClellan, but definitely among the purple for this level. When you have a purple, it means really third or even fourth cavalry, depending on how advanced you are in the game. When you are toward more than half of the game, by then you should have accumulated already 3 gold generals. And so at that stage, the purple are really the backups, and the green and blue are gone. I mean, you use them mostly in history mode. One observation of this game compared to War Conqueror is you have way too many generals, and for free. I mean, you get even free gold generals, like one of the best cavalry, that is the Stonewall Jackson. Okay, and that concludes the purple for the cavalry. So again, that's what we saw. Let's look at the artillery. There are only 2. So you have Dmitriev. If I compare it with the blue, you see they have similar artillery abilities. The difference between the tier is more the abilities of general. The specific abilities are quite similar. Is a 61. It can go up to Duke only, which is not much, and Mayor as a level. The skills, you have a Salvo, which is a good skill for artillery. That's it, so not a good general. And Hotzendorf, instead, is considered one of the best. When we look at the skills, he has a 50 artillery. Again, the artillery, the specific abilities are really high. You boost them with the items. Instead, the ability of general is already 60, and he goes up to prince, which is good. He's already colonel, and he has great skills because he has salvo, storm fortification with attack cities, a tactic master, and plane fighting. So these are all excellent skills. So it's a very good deal. 550, I will go for it. Okay. And then ships, we have only two. Again, Duke of Aosta, 450 medals or coins if you want. And his navy abilities are slightly below par, below 50, but his general is a 72, but he's already the highest title, so that's it. He's a major as a rank, so for now it's only 45% HP, and hence you have only one skill slot open. But you have a line of battle, which is one of the most useful, together with the Helmsman. That is reducing damages. And then the other are not very useful. Regional Bacon, similar, it's only 48 naval, 62 abilities are general, but it can go all the way to Emperor, so that means his general abilities can be superior to Duke of Aosta, because he's 62 only being Baron, while this guy is 72 as a prince. It means he has a lot of growth potential. Also, he's a captain, so a slightly higher rank. He has again the line of battle, position, okay, that's useful, and tactic master, which is great in any case. Okay, so this concludes the purple section, and then we're just left with the gold guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and enable the notification button so you don't miss out. Take